Although young Sheldon's hidden The Big Bang Theory cameo is relatively brief, the appearance still managed to highlight one of the original sitcom's best storylines. By the time The Big Bang Theory's finale aired, Sheldon had become the show's main character. The original focus on Leonard and Penny's romance had faded into the background once the pair settled down for good. Sheldon's personal growth and character development became the primary focus of the series in its later seasons, with the ludicrous anti-hero growing more reasonable and understanding as he neared his dream of winning a Nobel Prize. Although The Big Bang Theory's finale featured Penny's pregnancy announcement, Sheldon's acceptance ceremony was the center of attention. This shift in focus explains why the sitcom's first spin-off was a prequel, Young Sheldon, that focused on Sheldon's childhood. By the time Young Sheldon's series finale arrived 5 years later, it was doubly clear who the main character of the franchise's fictional universe was. However, an early Young Sheldon outing still managed to showcase the importance of one of the earlier show's supporting stars with a hidden cameo. This voice-only appearance revived The Big Bang Theory's best relationship. In Young Sheldon Season 3, Episode 10, Teenager Soup and a Little Ball of Fib, Sheldon faked an illness to avoid swimming pools, which he feared due to their potential bacterial infestations. During this plot, Sheldon had a dream where the pool tried to entice him into swimming. In this dream, the pool explained that it was cleaner and safer than his anxieties led him to believe. Despite himself, Sheldon was eventually so convinced that he walked closer to the pool. The water grew a tendril and yanked him in, resulting in Sheldon waking up in terrified cold sweat. Penny's refusal to coddle Sheldon meant that she was responsible for much of his character growth. While Young Sheldon's finale baptism proves that Sheldon never fully overcame his fear of public water amenities, it is interesting that the pool managed to sell Sheldon on its merits. Young Sheldon's talking swimming pool was secretly voiced by an uncredited Kaylee Cuoco, best known for playing Penny in The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon and Penny's reunion made perfect thematic sense since, throughout the original series, Penny constantly pushed Sheldon to leave his comfort zone and try new things. Penny's refusal to coddle Sheldon meant that she was responsible for much of his character growth across the series. While Leonard, Howard, and Raj simply accepted that Sheldon would never change, Penny's firmness and kindness made it possible for him to grow over time. Throughout the original show, The Big Bang Theory's Sheldon changed by becoming more reasonable, accommodating, and kind to his friends and family. Although his romantic partnership with Amy played a part in this, Amy's own blunt demeanor meant that her impact on Sheldon was inherently limited. In contrast, Penny taught Sheldon to be more open-hearted and more open-minded by giving him so much time and patience, despite how casually cruel Sheldon could be. While Leonard, Howard, and Rab simply accepted that Sheldon would never change, Penny's firmness and kindness made it possible for him to grow over time. Young Sheldon featured a lot less character growth for its titular hero, but there was a good explanation for this. Sheldon needed to still be his most obstinate, self-absorbed older self by the time the original show began, so he couldn't learn too many lessons in the prequel. If Mary, George Sr., Georgie, and Missy made Sheldon more understanding, his attitude and actions throughout the original show would make no sense. Young Sheldon's most ambitious episode proved that Sheldon couldn't simply change the way he thought overnight, which underlines just how much Penny's presence gradually improved his interpersonal skills. Since Cuoco's return to the Big Bang Theory universe was a huge deal, it is somewhat surprising to learn that her role went uncredited in Teenager Soup and A Little Ball of Fib. However, TV Line reported that Young Sheldon co-creator Steve Molaro discussed the role with Cuoco, and the pair decided that it would be best left as a secret Easter egg for superfans. Per Molaro, the appearance wasn't the kind of thing that appears in promos, and Kaylee wanted to hold it under wraps. This approach is understandable since it made the cameo a welcome surprise. Cuoco's comeback could easily have been overhyped, especially given the brevity of her role. While Young Sheldon's biggest death was a huge TV event, The show's warm tone and gentle sense of humor meant it rarely relied on publicity stunts to increase ratings. As such, Cuoco's role being kept as an Easter egg was a wise choice.